So I made a couple designs for Jody Barrett and WWE. These were definitely requested by a couple friends of mine. An intermission would be Taivairanga Road, and I do have a few more coming up. But as of right now, let's get into the breakdown of this. Let's go. To begin, I started off with Jody Barrett, and yes, I kind of did speed through the entire thing, because no one would be eager enough to watch me just repeat the process of cutting out images. And I didn't actually get to color grading till later on. My main focus was to try and find the right images. By right images, I mean images that direct the eye, whether it's what direction they're facing, or it could be what direction they're going, whether they're moving or standing still. I'm all about the details that make this design pop, and making sure there's a fair balance between the text on the bottom and the text above, so everything in between it has to balance out. And yes, with the text, I've been actually using the same exact style I use in every single one of my other designs. I'm surprised this guy had good images for me to use, and I was trying to make sure to add some extra flair to it, just a bit of a vintage feel to it, not too much, but I wanted to add more to the details within the design. And in terms of color, I couldn't actually tell what to add as a color scheme to this entire design, so I just really made it plain black and white. I couldn't think, but later on throughout this design, it just made it pop even better. I managed to do very well with filling in the gaps and trying to add a bit of this and that. And I also did attempt to add a few more elements to this design, because I was very curious to see where it would go, just a bit of erasing and touch-ups here and there. And bro, to my freaking surprise, it worked. It was just a matter of applying more effects to it. Here's an additional feedback. When I really stood back and took a look at it, it was just magnificent. I still wanted to add something here and there, and yes, it still worked. I don't know if this is the right way to put it, but it definitely made me feel comfortable. Anyway, so this next one, I would say it got a bit interesting. But one thing is definitely for sure, I had a lot of images to play around with and to see where I can go with this. Didn't matter what kind of images I was using, this was able to pop because I knew I could do it. Yeah, so this one got interesting. Obviously, I got into the color grading and things like that. But for the text, I shifted everything into Illustrator. Because I was using a different software, I wanted to introduce different styles, something brand new that I've never tried out. So it did involve searching up some YouTube videos for tutorials as to how I could introduce 3D text into my design. And to me, my designs previously really looked bland and flat to me. I was really loving the way this text turned out. I still had some good fun messing with the text. From here going on, I wanted to try reapproach this with the Photoshop effect. This did take another YouTube tutorial to try and implement a new style of gradients. So I tried out exactly what my guy Panther told me. So I used the saturation style of black and white, which gave me a subtle yet interesting appearance. And believe me, with the way this was coming together of how I was testing it, the text was working out excelente. And overlaying with that yellow, perfecto. Yes, I was enjoying it a little too much, but I knew I could increase the style a bit further. So as you can see, I was trying different colors to see what would work well. And it worked. Maybe a little too well. And then just added a stroke just to cap the top. But man, when you really look at it, there's so much more there. I think the color was looking a bit too premium. And with the greatest, there was simply no chance I was going to keep it in original style. So to continue the consistency, I duplicated the same effect and put it onto greatest. So obviously with greatest, I had to apply the same style with the 3D and embossed feel. And oh my gosh. And I kind of even though the color didn't match from the top, I still liked it. Like Big Man really just did that. Everything was fitting well, looking really good. I did add a few more elements here and there just to add more oomph to the design, but visually to make sure it also aligns with the text as well. The effects was just a cherry on top. Yeah, right. And then this happened. Oh, brother! And then I had to swap out the image, and oh my gosh, am I glad it wasn't that difficult. This guy was made to be in this design, and making all these extra changes is because this was 10 minutes after I finished the design. So I did think I will see any flaws here and there. At the end of all this, I did really enjoy making this design. This was a really good design. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this. But if anything, Meitaki and God bless.
I like how them in elastic bands. Shots to big up paper plans.